Welcome back into Blazers Inside Access. We're sitting down with head football coach Blaine McCorkle. Coach, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
Blazers in action this Saturday. The start of ASD play. They hosted Louisiana College. The Wildcats here at Belhaven Bowl Stadium fell in a thriller, 20-14. Really, a lot of things to build on. Not the end result that you guys actually wanted, but in the end, a pretty close game and definitely a turnaround from what we saw when we took them on last year at their place.
Yeah, it was. There's nothing good about losing. Nobody's ever going to say that. We're never going to be satisfied with that. But, the history of our program and where we are and what we're trying to build, there was a lot to build on. Last year we went over there and got it handed to us 42-7, and then make it a 6-point game this year with a chance to win at the end. Does show some marked improvement. And, as a whole, there was a lot of things university-wide to build on that day. It was a great atmosphere. Our students were there. They were lined up ready to rush the field at the end. The band was playing and there was tailgating going on. It was a really good night for college football and hopefully something we can build on as a university.
Yeah, you touched on the atmosphere there. The atmosphere was great. Stands were pretty much packed out. There were people on the hill. Always love college football on a Saturday night. Nothing better. Just want to jump right in. The first drive obviously got off to a really hot start. We received the opening kickoff, marched pretty much right down the field, and Brad Foley punched it in from 1 yard out. We've got the clip pulled up. Let's take a look at that and just kind of talk us through that.
Yeah, it was a great first drive. We went 75 yards in 14 plays, probably as good a drive as we've had in the last year, and got down there close, and Brad was able to punch it in from 1 out. And staff did a good job adjusting some things in our game plan, just some tempo stuff, things we haven't really shown in the past, and played out well for us.
So, yeah, the Blazers got off to a really hot start, scored early after receiving the opening kickoff, went up 7-0. The Wildcats would score, missed extra points, so Belhaven leading 7-6. We jump into the second quarter. A nice pass from Hunter McEachern and Nigel Owens across the middle.
Yeah, this is a great shot to Nigel Owens. He's a great freshman talent that we have this year from Nettleton, Mississippi. And Hunter got really good protection. We started 4 true freshmen in the offensive line, which is unheard of. I've never done that in 22 years. But they protected him really well all night. And Nigel's got a guy that he can make a play.
Yep.
And he went and made one there for us. They called the horse collar originally, and then they pulled it off. I've never seen them take that penalty away.
Yep.
When your jersey's hanging off the back of your shoulder, it's probably a horse collar, but we're going to leave that to the officials to decide. Nigel got dinged up a little bit there, but I think he's going to be okay. And that really set up the rest of that drive for us.
Yeah, it set up a really nice drive and capped off with a nice pass from Hunter McEachern to Tyrus Black, tight end, transferred in. But a nice running catch here, a 50-plus yard touchdown here.
Yeah, Tyrus has been a great addition for us. Transferred in here this summer. And he's a senior. He's got 1 year to go, but we're going to get the most out of him while we can. And as you can see, he's a big, strong talent. And he's got the ability to make a play as well. I'd like for him to finish that play a little bit better and stronger and get all the way to the end zone. Don't take a chance there. But excited about what he's brought to our team and gives us a different element there at that tight end position for sure.
Yeah, so the Blazers went up 14-6. They take that lead into the half. Louisiana College came out swinging, though, in the second half. They put up a couple of touchdowns. But the defense really, besides a couple of touchdowns in the third quarter, really played well in the second half of the game. Got started here. Interception by T.J. Hersey on a nice route, a little bit of a jump ball, and he won that jump.
Yeah, TJ's another talented freshman. I keep mentioning a freshman here, I know, but TJ's from over in Meridian and got up and made a great play. And, you see a freshman corner out there, you're going to go after him, and he kept battling and was able to make a play, and I was excited for him. And our 2 corners are really talented, athletic kids that people are going after. But they're going to keep battling and be just fine. We're really confident in who we've got playing there.
And then a little bit later in the game, another turnover forced. This time, Faison Locke lays a big hit, forces the fumble, and then picks up the fumble.
Yeah, Faison definitely was getting tested. He did give up a couple big ones there early, and they went after him again, which we know they're going to do, and that's fine. And like I said, he's a battler, and he's going to keep fighting. And they throw one there in the seam, and the ball pops loose, and Faison's able to scoop it up and get a few yards out of it. And he's a tough kid, and he's a competitor, and he's going to have a great year for us before it's over. I have no doubt about that.
So Louisiana College, just to catch you up, we're headed in the fourth quarter. Louisiana College leading 20-14 at this point. They did convert a 2-point attempt, but then missed another extra point. This is late in the game. The defense, just want to talk about them real quick. Late in the game, nice stand, less than a minute left. Louisiana College sitting around your 20-yard line there about. A really nice stand on 3rd and 6. Nice play made to force a field goal attempt that was missed. But I want to hear about that defensive stand because it really seemed like it could have been a nice. It was a nice capstone on what was a pretty good night for the defense.
Yeah, defense played well all night. I'm really excited about what those guys are doing. Again, on that 3rd down, they tried to throw a slant over there on our side, and TJ broke up another one. Got in front and they knocked that ball out. It was a great play. I think we gave up 1.7 yards per rush. I think they only had around 50 yards rushing on the night.
Yep.
As on the whole, we outgained them, I think, 109 yards.
Yep.
So rarely do you outgain somebody 109 yards and not win the game. So our defense is doing some really good things, other than giving up a couple big plays, which we've got to eliminate. We've got to address that in a hurry. couldn't be happier with where our defense is right now.
So let's go ahead and set the scene real quick. 55 seconds left to play. Blazers take over after the missed field goal attempt. They're at their own 20. 55 seconds left to play, one timeout. Hunter, first of all, just kind of obviously you're running less than a 2-minute offense. You're really in a hurry there. Hunter made some nice throws, some nice plays, especially Joey Walden, who had 13 receptions, 166 yards on the night. But just want to look at this one play in particular. Nice catch here made by LaMarcus Carradine over on the sideline, really kind of into double coverage. He really comes down with a nice one, sets the Blazers up with a good opportunity.
Yep, Hunter gave him a good ball, gave him a chance, and he was able to come back up and really compete for the ball, and was excited about that. Hope he would have popped loose there and taken it down the sideline. But the 2-minute drive was very impressive, even though we didn't finish it off. Coach Smiles called a great drive there. Our offensive staff does a good job every week. Wednesday and Thursdays are 2-minute days, and we put a lot of time and effort into that. So for the kids to kind of see it happen live in action was good for them. But LaMarcus made a great play and gave us a chance to win the game there late.
Yeah, so the Blazers did have a couple opportunities late, 11 seconds left. Play happened with 11 seconds left. They got down to the 11-yard line, 6 seconds left, and they used that timeout there. A couple shots in the end zone, didn't come up successful. But just kind of want to talk about the game, in more of an abstract way. Really seemed like a successful game. Obviously, you never want to lose, and that's not, you don't want to necessarily claim that as a success. But obviously, you mentioned that, coming back from where the loss we took at their place last year to this game here, had an opportunity to win, and for parts of the game, really kind of dominated. Where was that? Where was that kind of coming from? The line of scrimmage. Hunter obviously threw the ball a lot this game. It was a different game plan than we're kind of used to seeing. But just kind of talk us through the momentum swings and just how we ended up where we ended up.
Well, we ended up in that position mostly from a mindset standpoint. Tuesday, I think we maybe had the worst practice we've had since I've been here. And then we came back Wednesday and Thursday, and they really answered the bell and responded and kind of made up their mind. And you're always kind of looking for those defining moments throughout the season. Tuesday's bad practice might have been it for us. And the kids really responded. They had energy the entire game on the sidelines. They encouraged each other. We didn't have the ups and downs that we've seen in the past. So, a big part of turning this thing around and becoming a winning program is having a winning mindset.
Yeah.
And that's something that they're trying to learn to do. And, we'll get in this game again before the season's over. I promise you there'll be another game like this, and we'll have been there and hopefully know how to respond. But one of the ways you learn how to win is to win.
Exactly.
So we've got to get over that hump and do that, and I think it's coming.
Yep, exactly. Well, the Blazers are going to be in action this week. They're headed to Belton, Texas to take on the University of Mary Hardin Baylor. And Coach, real quick, I just want to ask, obviously Mary Hardin Baylor, a perennial powerhouse in the country, one of the best teams in the country. Just what does that mindset look like? You've spoken a lot about mindset, gearing them up for this game in which it's going to be a little bit of a bigger test. How do you get them to kind of rise to that occasion?
Well, I hope I don't have to, because if you're a competitor, you want to compete against the best.
Exactly.
If you're a boxer, you want to fight Muhammad Ali. And hopefully our guys have that mindset, and that's something that we're going to sell to them this week. They've got a great big old 10,000-seat stadium, and it's going to be a big crowd, and it's going to be rowdy and loud. And, they're the number one team in the nation and defending national champ. What else could you ask for? So I don't think I've got to do a lot to motivate them to know what they're getting into this week. The thing we've got to do is just stay the course, keep being us, and keep getting better at what we do, and let the chips fall where they may. But we're excited for this challenge. This is a team that last year scored 90 points on a team. They scored over 75 times. It's unheard of. So we're excited about it.
Well, once again, we're with head coach Blaine McCorkle of the Blazers football team. Right in the midst of ASC play, the Blazers are headed to Belton, Texas, taking on Mary Hardin Baylor. Make sure to come support anytime they're at Belhaven Bowl Stadium, though. We touched on atmosphere. The atmosphere Saturday was a lot of fun. It really seemed like a good night for college football. So make sure you're supporting the Blazers any opportunity you get as they head into ASC play. And Coach, thanks again once for joining us.
You bet. Thanks for having me.